Hey, I'm Andy. I'm one of the co-founders of Mac and Wild, and I'm here today to cook you a delicious foraged Scotch beef burger. Mum would always take us out. We'd be picking berries and making chutneys and jams and sorbets and stuff like that as kids. So it wasn't a case of just starting it, we just kind of were forced to do it by Mum. You don't necessarily have to forage for super wild ingredients. You can forage kind of on your doorstep. You don't need to go into deepest, darkest, like the highlands of whatever it is and find these rare plants. So my thought process for the burger dish was to work with what was available right now. So I love mushrooms, and I love using them in different ways. So I love a mushroom puree because it's so rich and indulgent. There's so many different types of mushrooms. We're here picking some chanterelles, and they're a really easy one to get into because they're like little golden nuggets that just are everywhere, and you can't really mistake them for anything else. When I'm foraging for chanterelles and ceps, they tend to grow in very similar conditions. So that's in silver birch forests with nice mossy ground, not too much light, quite damp. So that's what I look for the mushrooms. So once you've picked your mushrooms, you need to give them a good clean. So just take a soft brush and just flick all the dirt off it. I use a soft brush on my mushroom knife. I made the pickling liquor ahead of coming out here, so it's really simple. 3 ingredients. You've got water, vinegar, white wine vinegar, and sugar. Once I'd clean the mushrooms off, get the pan nice and hot, drop of oil in there, stick the mushrooms in and just get a bit of colour on them, take them out, put them into the pickling liquor and let that sit there for, I don't know, anything from an hour to a month or two. They'll be good in there for quite a long time. First of all, I cut the buns nicely down the middle, nice flat, clean line, and then toast them in the dry pan. On the base of the burger, we have a rowan jelly, but you can, if you've not made your own rowan jelly, you can use a red currant jelly or something from the shops that you can buy. Spread it over the base, and then cover it with a bit of mustard. After you've put the 2 sauces on the base, you want to top it with the pickles. We then top it with some lettuce, and then we put a couple of spoons of the mushroom puree on top of that. Onto the meaty bit, we want to grab your Scotch beef mince. You know that when you're buying Scotch beef, you are supporting rural economies, and that's such an important message that I want to get across. This is where I'm from, and I want to see it thrive. Ball them up into about 100-gram balls, nice, perfect spheres, and then we'll pop them into the pan, then squash them down, give them a bit of seasoning. After a minute or two, get your spatula underneath, flip it over, top one of them with caramelised onion, a slice of cheese on top of the onion, a slice of cheese on top of the other burger, and then once they've been cooking for about 1 minute, put one on top of the other, followed by the bun lid, and then cloche it. So that means get some water underneath and quickly put a metal bowl on top of it, and leave it there for 30 to 60 seconds to steam the bun and melt all the cheese. Then you're ready to eat it. You've got your foraged Scotch beef burger.